it's fair to say that everyone can make mistakes. And I'm not going to be harsh on Kune for saying what he said, but he did say it and he revealed something that Kaiser Chiefs have been trying to hide from us, which then again brings me to that question, Yoguti, how much will this thing actually affect how the team performs going forward? Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo. I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about KZ Chiefs. Amakosi Football Club. So we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about Kune's interview with the media because they were asking them questions before they left for Tanzania, and he said some interesting things. But before we talk about that, I want to also give just an update on the status of Eric Matoho because technically, he is not technically he's a Kaizer Chiefs legend because he did well for us, and his next team might be actually Ipolokwane City, which is good for him because it's closer to home, and well, I think he's gonna get time to play there. And there were reports back Uguti was training with the Super Sport, which Gavin Hunt has actually confirmed Uguti. Yes, Eric Matoho trained with the Super Sport United, but Hunt told him, Uguti, look, there are no spaces for you in this team, which I think is fair because I don't think Matoho would have wanted to move from Chiefs to Super Sport and stay on the bench as well. So I think it deserves a team who is going to play and Andy Kiraya can know okay, I've played for a team and to achieve something. Like imagine playing for Polokwane City and somehow they finish in the top eight. That would be good for them. So I want him to also end his career in a nice way. Bese-ke kuzoba this other issue yokuthi there's this Twitter channel. It's not a Twitter channel, Twitter page that always spews nonsense. Like that Twitter page, I think it's Russian Sport or something. Yo, that Twitter page always spews nonsense. Bona, they're always coming up with so many creative stories that are lies. Sometimes it's true, but most of the times it's like nonsensical, absolutely nonsensical. And one of the things that they talked about, so there's this midfielder who was playing for Alali, who was linked to Kaizer Chiefs because everyone gets linked to Kaizer Chiefs. His name is, I want to read it because I can't even read it right. It's Louis Mikuson. I don't know how to say that. Even yesterday, I was struggling to pronounce someone's name. But poor Louis, I think it's Louis Mikuson, was released by Alali, right? But what happens is then, obviously, naturally, is going to be linked to someone. And the first team that it was linked with is the Kaizer Chiefs, according to this Twitter page, a shading issue. But agent yakhe Utato Matuka, who also happens to be agent Gamle Finsegi, apparently shut down these rumors quickly. Ukuthi no, this is not happening. Louis is not linked with case, is not talking to Kaizer Chiefs. Nothing of that nature is happening. And I'm calling this page out because I know a lot of people get these things and then they run with them without checking their sources. I mean, I'm not a journalist, but if I see something, I also question it. Does it make sense? And fun enough, can I just address this? Our fans, some of our fans, even someone commented, I think, on yesterday's video. So I forgot which video. I talked about how Kezam Down Jr. shut down the links, something that was written by Sokala Doom. And Kezam Down Jr. said, no, this is not true. This is misinformation. Not information, misinformation, actually. False news, because there's a difference. Now, he says this is false news. And then I saw someone on the comments is like, no, he's lying. We need him. I'm like, so you're going to say the sporting director who's dealing with the negotiations of every player coming to Kaizer Chiefs, a person who's usually secretive in how they do things, is coming out and clearly stating that no, we are not signing the player because as much as Kaizer Mtaung Jr. has been quiet with some of the things, but if the things are not going to happen, he usually says it. If they are going to sign Ukivin Msimang, if they were talking to Umtutuzi Mtanzan, he did tell us, Uguti, we went to talk to Umtutuzi Mtanzan. We went to sign Ukanyi Samai. He is now transparent if the questions come up and is asked. So in the case Yoguti, when the management comes out and say this is not happening, then it's not happening. Why abantu are going to believe things just because they are written on publications and just because it's a rumor now you should believe it? Yes, some rumors end up materializing, but some rumors end up not materializing. Also, you just have to check the source. Then you can question those things. So that is why I'm also saying this because people end up being angry with the club for something that they were never even planning to do in the first place. So abantu sebezothi, why is Chiefs not signing Miss Kone, Miss Quisone? He's free, blah blah blah. But they're not planning to do that because there are other areas in the field that they are still trying to strengthen. Thina nje, we go according to our emotions sometimes with the players available, so let's go after him. So this move is not happening. So if you see it surfacing anywhere else, the agent has said it's not happening unless Sigi Chief Sige does a U-turn and they actually end up signing the player. By the way, please do make sure to like the video if you're enjoying it and also subscribe to the channel. It helps me to reach more people like you and make me feel good about myself. Okay, let's talk about Itumeleng Khune. Itumeleng Khune was asked, Uguti, do you know about do you know about Nazruddin Nabi? And then funny enough, he tries to play it off like he doesn't know. He's like, yeah, I heard about the other coach, yeah. Yeah, I read about him, I heard about him. And then he says, but unfortunately things didn't go to plan. I'm like, what things didn't go according to plan? When you said the way you were talking, it was as if it's just something you saw on the media and it wasn't true. But mighty things didn't go according to plan. It's clear Uguti Chiefs did try to sign Nazruddin Nabi, but they have not admitted to that Uguti. Yes, they did try to sign him and they failed, and now they've signed Utsege because in a way they knew Uguti it would annoy Abalandeli because we were angry with Unsegi. I think also that's the reason why Chiefs have not made Unsegi go out to the radio stations and talk about what the plans are and all that stuff because they've done it with other coaches. But with Unsegi, they've actually not done ama-interview akho ukuthi ahambe yabona nje lokhu ekhuluma abalandeli bambuza because they knew ukuthi the way that it happened, it was something that failed and then they put him up as a replacement, which basically means he wasn't the plan A, he was the plan B. And the players know that. And I hope this does not affect their performances because the last thing I would want is for players to say, plan B, so why should we even listen to him? Or if he says something questionable, I don't know what that would be, or he does something questionable, then players end up questioning his abilities as a coach because this whole thing, Yoguti, he's put there as basically I don't even know if a stopgap is the right way. But as a plan B, let me just use a plan B. I hope this does not backfire on him and the team as well. But it's not a big deal. Ukune knew about this. Everyone knew about this. So not gonna say, hey Ukune, Uting immediately. No, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. And also Ukune has also signaled to ENCA Uguti he might continue playing. Which I think even after next season, because he was given 1 year contract which then he will transition into being a coach, a goalkeeper coach. But in how he spoke to NCA, he said it will depend on how his body, depending on his investment on his body. That means basically training and how he'll be feeling in terms of umzimba wakhe. But I think he said that because, well, you have to say that. Not going to confirm right now, but I'm retiring at the end of the season. Should just let it play out and then retire when the time comes. But what do you think about what I have talked about today? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Share the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, remember, equals. Alpelumo.